Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, whichever great part of this planet you're in right now. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. I am Nelson. You're watching Nature Nell. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button because there's so much to show you guys. I have a wonderful, wonderful surprise coming up ahead. Not on this episode, but it's coming very soon and I'm itching to show you, but in due time. For today, I'm taking you guys on a field trip. We're gonna go to one of the dearest places that I hold so close to my heart, the Miami Beach Botanical Garden. It's a wonderful, quaint garden in the heart of Miami Beach, right across Miami Beach Convention Center. So if you guys are local or visiting Miami Beach, I encourage you to pay them a visit. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. They hold a lot of events there periodically. They have weddings there. I participated in so many things in the past when I used to live close by, but it's been years since I visited the park, only because I live so far now. But today we're taking an early field trip. I was cordially invited by one of the members of the park. They're having their very first orchid event and I'm so excited to be part of this. So I want to bring you guys along with me as I usually do. Today I'm flying solo. As you can see, I'm missing someone here. Miss Teresita is in Amsterdam. She is having a wonderful time over there. She is a worldly woman now, as I call her. So I won't have her today with me. She will be with me on the next show. But for this one, let's do this together. And without any more chatty, let's go on that road trip. All right, my friends, we have arrived. This is the Miami Beach Botanical Garden. It is a beautiful, beautiful garden filled with amazing orchids all over their trees. Not just the festival, even though this is their very first this year, Orchid and Arts Festival. They do carry a lot of orchids on their trees. They have an incredible exhibit that I want to share with you guys. Here's the poster. You guys probably saw this in some of my videos when I promoted it. And let's begin this journey. Now, before I start with the vendors, I did speak to the artist that created this exhibit. Now, what you're seeing here and hearing is the sound of orchids. What the artist created, now I'm gonna try to pronounce his name, Juraj. I did meet him. That's his name right there. And what you're hearing right now is the wonderful sounds of orchids, and mainly Florida native orchids. How he explained it to me was, he took the frequency of the DNA of each orchid. He converted it from the DNA to letters, the letters to numbers, and then they found the frequency sound of those numbers, and that's what creates the sound of each orchid. So each one has a very unique sound. Listen to this. I mean, it's just so cool. Let me see my favorite orchid in the world, the Florida ghost orchid. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Hold on, there's so many sounds, I don't know where to start. Stop. Ooh, listen to this. Wow, that is so cool. So anyways, guys, when you're here, it just feels very tribal, very organic sounds. Gorgeous. All right. So let's start strolling through the park, and look who we have at the very first tent. Now I know Pam is not here because she has to take care of her nursery, but her booth is here, and I'm sure her son is here. Oh my God, look how pretty this is. This is a famous Mimi Palmer. Wow, these are really pretty. And it's such a gorgeous sunny day. I don't even need to put my lights on. Seidenfidania matrata has a great fragrance. Oh my God, that smells so good. So if you guys want a nice fragrant plant orchid,
Are we doing good?
Here we go. Seidenfidania matrata. This is definitely one to purchase. It's only $55. Now I have featured Pam's Orchids in Bloom. Here you go, in case you guys want to give her a call. Tell her you saw it on my video. She loves to know where you heard from her. This is how we all help each other. Look how pretty, guys. $45. Now check out the bulb, the pseudobulbs on this thing. This is a Maxillaria tenifolia, which is the delicious, there we go, the delicious smelling coconut orchid. And it does smell like coconut, by the way. Like copper tone, you know when you're on the beach, copper tone tan. And this is also a Maxillaria, but this is called a Yamada. Sorry, Pam, I'm pulling your tags out. And this one too smells very good. Now the yellow one to me smells more like chocolate. Some people say it smells like coconut, but to me it smells like chocolate. And it's a very pretty flower. And speaking of pretty flowers, I just got this. What's up?
Hey Nelson, how you doing?
Mom sent you here, huh?
Yep.
How's everything?
It's been good so far.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Welcome to my neck of the woods. And these guys, this is a beautiful dendrobium. I just purchased this last time I was over at her nursery. Chantaboon Sunrise. Now, Pam just did a demonstration on how to pot these. I will put the information below. It's another YouTuber, not me. She did a great job filming it. So if you guys want to show your support and love, please go check out that video. It's actually awesome. It's 1 hour long. And I will tell you, it's amazing. Even for me, I learned a couple of new tips that I had no idea. So Pam does a beautiful demonstration on repotting several different types of orchids. And it was a beautiful tutorial. These are gorgeous. She had these, but they weren't in bloom when I was over there. I have one of these too.
They smell a little lemony.
Yeah? Let me see. Oh yeah. It's funny how sometimes a flower smells the way that the color is.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that a lot.
I have one that is super red, and it smells like Hawaiian punch. Everybody goes, it smells like fruit punch, and it looks like it would be a fruit. But it's amazing how they mimic.
Yeah. Probably my favorite smelling one is the Mimi Palmer.
Yeah, that's the best one. That's the one you have right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that has to be one of the best fragrances in orchids. This looks so pretty here, guys. Look at this. Beautiful job by Orchids in Bloom. Look at this Maxillaria, $250. Mine is about this big right now. Wait till I show you guys what we have been doing at the ranch. Your mind is going to be blown away. At least mine is.
How are you guys? Thanks for being here. Of course.
How beautiful this is.
Pleasure to be here.
God, these are so pretty. I didn't want to just do a drive by the cattleyas. They're just too pretty. I got one of these. These are so
Yeah, I saw
awesome.
your video.
You saw a video?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, your mom killed it when I went over there. She did such an amazing job putting everything. I mean, it was beautiful. Really nice video. I had a really good time videotaping it. Look at this. Vermatophyllum. And these guys, if you ever purchase one of these, you see how the roots are in the bottom? That shows you that they like to grow upwards, right? They don't grow into the ground. What does that mean? They don't want moisture. So try not to water them too much and acclimate them to the sun, because they do like to be out in the sun. I didn't see these. I passed right by these. You know, I showed you this yellow one. I forgot to tell you the name. Jafar.
They're really easy to take care of. You fertilize them once a month, water them.
We are going to have a talk by Carlos from OSE, Orchid Supplies, in about 20 minutes.
Let's
We're
go
also
see
going to
Carlos.
have a raffle starting in 20 minutes.
Oh, look at the puppy.
I am?
Double take. It's funny to see everybody on this side of town, right?
Yeah, they're like, we're all invading the East Coast.
Right, we're down in Miami Beach.
Yeah,
Whole different city.
You can say that again.
Whole different city.
Completely different.
I know everybody always thinks Miami and Miami Beach are the same. It's like,
it's only.
it's just a bridge away, but it's two different cities.
Completely different.
Man, it feels good to be here. I used to live here. I haven't been here in years.
Really?
Yes, it's
wow.
been like at least 5 or 6 years.
We're there.
I know, it just feels so good. It's so clean. The beach is awesome.
You got the ocean air, the salt, the sea.
Are you getting in touch with nature while you're here?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was talking to the fish and the
That
pond.
looks beautiful back there, by the way. That looks really pretty.
Oh,
They've done some great change. Yeah.
Oh no, you can tell they have.
The whole staff here is great. I was talking to them before I started filming, and they're amazing. I'm going to do a little interview with them just to get an idea of what they're going to do with the shows in the future and things like that.
They are talked to Leticia. The garden club.
They have a lot of great ideas. I think it's gonna be great for the garden.
Sitting on the floor.
And here, guys, is Ophi's Orchid and Supply. There's the card. In case you want to give them a call. And they are the ones who supply me with all my goodies for my plants. And I always love to pay them a visit when I'm recording, because I can actually show you guys what I use. And my combo, if you want to focus, there we go. My combo is 20-20-20 liquid seaweed with iron. Make sure it has iron. Super Thrive. And let's see, where is CalMag? I guess you're out of CalMag, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. So CalMag is the other one that I put in. I mix them all at 1 teaspoon per gallon because I like to do it very light. And I feed every 2, sometimes 3 weeks. I'm not feeding weekly because honestly, when you feed weekly, your plant grows too fast and then the space starts lacking. So if you don't have the space, you don't have to feed every week. It's not going to make your plant bloom more. The orchid is going to bloom when it needs to bloom. Now, feeding, what it does, it gives the orchid more strength to give you bigger, better blooms. And yeah, it will probably give you more spikes than normal, but it doesn't mean it's going to bloom throughout the year. The orchid is only going to bloom when in its season, and that's it. Right, Carlos?
Yes, sir.
Doesn't matter how much you feed, the orchids will always just bloom in their season.
That's correct.
You're not going to be creating a different blooming season.
Bloom. They bloom when the conditions are appropriate for them to bloom.
Exactly, and the feeding is just for the plant to become stronger, to give you bigger blooms and more blooms.
More blooms, exactly.
During its season.
Yes, it's like an athlete. You know, the more resources you have to do the job, the better job you can do.
Exactly.
So a well-fed plant is going to give you, in theory, is going to give you a lot more flowers. It's going to give you a lot more beautiful flowers, more intense colors. It's just
and stronger fragrance.
And a stronger plant too. Yes, exactly right.
So yeah, I have to explain that because a lot of people think, oh, if I feed more, I'm going to get that orchid to bloom all year round. Now, if it's an all-year blooming plant,
well, yeah,
it will work that way.
It's all natural. It's kind of a natural assumption because you see, super bloom booster,
right,
orchid maximizer, and you go, oh, okay, you do this. Regular plants do respond to fertilizing that way, But orchids,
yeah.
is environmental conditions as a big part.
They roll differently.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Anyways,
That's a nice way to put it.
all right. So my medium, if you guys want to know, charcoal is a must. Charcoal keeps your roots very clean, free from bacteria, because bacteria hates charcoal, right? So you definitely want to use charcoal in whatever mix. Now you can use clay beads. I stopped using clay beads personally because I water a lot and they fall out of my pot, and then I have clay beads all over the floor. And I have too many. So what I did was I substituted it with lava rock. This is lava rock right here. And so you can mix lava rock with the charcoal, and if you want a little bit of moisture, like in Cattleyas, mix some sponge rock. And that is, for me, that's my magic mix. Sponge rock, lava, and charcoal. And it works pretty much on almost everything except fowls.
Yes. Well, you can still work
unless
on
it's
your
a foul,
but you have
to water a lot more.
You have to water a lot more. Good thing with the lava rock is that it tends to, the nuggets tend to lock together, and because it's a little bit heavier than the clay pellets, it gives you an anchoring base, so you don't really need to use a rhizome.
Absolutely.
So it's a heftier base, and the plant will hold on to it, and the rocks itself will lock.
That's a good point, because I noticed that ever since I started switching, my orchids do hold on much better with the lava rock and the charcoal. It's a much better anchor.
It's two different approaches. Some people like the hydroton because it's easier to repot. When you need to repot, all you do is you lift the plant.
And it's light.
And it's light.
Very light.
And it doesn't interfere with the plant. You know, you don't damage the roots when you repot.
Right.
With the lava rocks and the charcoal, they'll get stuck to it. So you have to kind of decide.
Either one works. It's just how you want to approach it. That's why I said I sometimes use clay beads because they work the same as a lava rock, but I prefer the lava rock due to the anchoring and the weight. I like that weight.
I like both, but I sell both. But I like the lava rock. I like to run lava rock.
So see, guys, whatever you want, you got to come to Ophi's. All right, let me move forward because I'll chat all day. And oh, by the way, these hangers, these are excellent.
I was just looking at that. Yeah.
These hangers are really good. They save a lot of space.
Also the grill would be great. Good morning. How are you?
So these guys, you can use them not just for orchids. You can use it for hanging plants, and it looks really pretty. You can create your own little design.
Okay, what about
all right, now right next to them is my friends, which I don't see Rachel. Rachel's not here today, but this is Jim and I Orchids. And that's Jim over there, sitting down. And they usually have some really cool catasetums. I have several catasetums from them. Hey, Jim.
Hi.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Oh, good to see you again. Rachel's not here today.
I was just, where's my friend? Where's my party girl?
She's not here yet.
Yeah, neither is Teresita. She's in Amsterdam, very far from here. So I'm flying solo. You and I are both flying solo. Look at these. I was looking at some of my catasetums that I've had for many, many years. And the other day I looked at one of the tags. I go, what catasetum? I realized it's from you. I got it, I think, like 6 or 7 years ago.
Oh, wow.
At RF. There was a festival, and I remembered. I go, oh my God, that's when I first met you.
Okay.
And I asked you, what does Jim and I mean? And then you told me, well, my wife always says, well, Jim and I.
That's right.
That's how it all came about. I think it's a clever, clever name. Look at these guys. I do own some Vandas from them. This is adorable. It must be a cerulean type of hybrid. They're usually, I'm not even gonna attempt that, guys. The tag is very stuck in there. Oh, here we go. Look at this one, how pretty. The color matches their purple motif in the background. How pretty is that?
Some of these are also like crazy fragrant. Like this.
Is this like a Mimi Palmer mix?
Similar, yeah. It's got,
Ooh,
got
yeah.
a lot of tessellata in it. It's a really, really fragrant.
That tessellata is like, whatever you cross with it, you're gonna get that really nice, sweet fragrance.
Yeah. And this other.
This one here?
One, not that one.
Oh, this one.
That
here?
one actually is very light fragrance, but this one's really nice.
Oh yeah, very
that one
sweet.
Is also very nice.
What's the name of that one? I was trying to see the tag, but it's kind of folded inward.
I'm not sure.
Not sure. It's a Moats. Is this?
Yeah. This is one of the Moats.
Because I know you guys do represent Moats plants very well.
Well, we're good friends with them, and we help them and they help us. So this is kind of a,
I love that. It's a family.
yeah.
Hey, buddy, look at that beautiful little boy. Is that a boy or girl?
It's a boy. His
Hey,
name's
buddy.
Aristotle.
Aristotle, you have a great name, Papa. Come here. He's like, no, it's information overload for me.
Yes, this is, I really need
Oh my
to go
God, there's
there.
another one.
This is the legend. He's Toto. He's almost 16.
No, Toto, you don't look more than 2 years old. You still look like a puppy. He's like, yeah, watch me walk now.
Yes. I have things
It's
to do.
beautiful, great silver color.
Yeah, we've got an old one at home as well.
I get distracted with animals. I love animals. And these guys are what we call the Sherry Baby. For beginners, this is a great orchid to own. It's a really, really easy orchid to keep. It loves good drainage. It can grow on trees in Florida very well. As long as your temperature doesn't go below 40, you're good. Ooh, they're gonna have a lecture at 11 a.m. There's that Chiffon Galacia. It's a very popular fowl right now. I own this one. The Green Envy. It's beautiful. It's actually in spike right now.
Everybody's his new best friend.
Please, how pretty. That's so, so beautiful. Now let's go here inside. I want to see what he's got in here. This Morning Glory is absolutely stunning. Look at that. Now, do you guys notice something? Look at the labellum. I believe as it gets older, it gets pinker, or vice versa. It's really, really pretty. It must have a cross of Brassavola. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's with purpurata. Okay, that's a beautiful mix. So it's Brassavola nodosa with purpurata, which is a gorgeous cattleya. Very nice.
Good morning, orchid lovers. We are having a lecture at 11 a.m.
Oh,
which is
orchid
in 3
lovers,
minutes
that's
from
me.
now.
And this is the famous Schilleriana, Cattleya schilleriana. It's a species. They are beautiful. Let me see.
We're also going to be having a
Yes.
raffle drawing at that point, so if you've not gotten your raffle ticket yet, you might have to
Ooh, raffles. So guys, this is their very first ever orchid show. Oh, this is so pretty. That is really pretty. I love it. What are you? Hold on. It's already in a... Zell. I had a friend named Zell. Well, her name was really Zelishkovic. But since I couldn't say her last name, everybody called her by Zell, because they couldn't say her name. And I finally learned it, and I was like, no, I want to call you Zelishkovic. But yeah, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous little orchid. And it already comes, look at that, in a mount. I love it. I may take it. I don't know yet, but I may take it because I don't have anything like that. What's the price on this? Hold on. I'm already shopping while I... Where did Jim go? Jim is chatting away. All right, I'll come back. Hopefully they won't take it. Here, you know what? I'm going to put it back here because I don't want them to take it. It's very different. Jim,
Yes, sir.
what's the price on this? The price is like rubbed off.
Oh, that's $30.
30? Can I save it here?
Sure.
I didn't come to shop, but I really love that. And there's the artist, guys, that I was just showing you his exhibit. That is him. Very nice gentleman. Really beautiful. They call it the fried egg orchid. These, I believe, are called spotted charms. No name, but it's called spotted charm. By the way, these crates, they sell them in Ophies as well. They're made out of I think they told me it's not plastic. It's more of a biodegradable or non. I can't remember what they told me honestly, but it was designed behind the designer's mom. There was a frame that she had her mom's photo in, and it encouraged her to create the baskets with the same type of design that the frames had. Ooh, look at these amphibians. My God, they're massively big. So pretty. Now I know this gentleman here. This is Quest Orchids. And Quest Orchids, I will tell you, I always tell him that he gives his orchids steroids. Because he always, what are you doing?
I'm giving a talk.
Oh, you're giving a talk?
So that's another thing that I do.
Great, enjoy yourself.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. But the roots are starting to hit the floor. Is that a problem?
All right, here's Quest's information.
You want to have new
Yeah,
root
it's got
system.
beautiful roots.
That's what you want to see.
Okay.
That's what you want to see.
And his Cattleyas and Vandas are just absolutely stunning. They're so healthy all the time. He keeps things super, super green, as I like it, as you can see. And look at the quality of these Cattleyas.
That's, you can kind of mess up with the lighting, but if you mess up with the watering schedule, that's where you get issues.
Okay.
And a lot of people start to get it like they're like, oh, I'm only watering like once or
These
twice or a
are
couple times.
beautiful. These are the why nots, the famous why
He's
nots.
like, we water every day.
Right.
So that's
Blanca, you want to get why
If
nots?
you're keeping in this form.
There's plenty of why nots here,
You're gonna
and look
mount
how
them,
beautiful
like
these why nots
right
are.
here. Initially, yes. Once you get it mounted, you do have to water.
Absolutely gorgeous.
But eventually, once the new not the pre-existing graft on.
Now these I think they call the nugget, something nugget. Okay. Maybe I'm getting it wrong.
From the tree. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's
me.
people make it more difficult.
Get back in there.
Just want to make sure.
I'm afraid when I pull them out, because sometimes you can't put them back in. Look at this Schimbergia. How gorgeous is that? Now, right next door are my friends, Miss T from Florida Orchid House. You guys have seen her many times before in my videos, and they have amazing stuff all the time. They have super cool things.
I'll just let you guys get out of here this afternoon because I got to tell you. So
That how beautiful.
you guys pull in.
You know, she just gave me, for my birthday, a dendrobium. I can't remember the name now, but this morning I was watering, and it is full of buds. I'm so excited because I don't have anything like that dendrobium. I can't remember the name. I'm gonna ask her, see if she remembers. She probably won't remember. These are really big. No, these are $85. I believe I always call these agrecum, but it's, oh my God. Please have a tag, because I'm gonna be trying to figure out, no tag. Well, I'll remember. Look at these, how gorgeous.
I'll be following.
Hello, how you doing?
How are you?
Fancy seeing you here.
Oh, it's always great to see you.
Oh, likewise. What is the name? I call these Ingrecum, but I know they're not. It starts.
Yes, this is Dendrobium chrysotoxum. It's a species native to Southeast Asia. Smell kind of like honeysuckle.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, you're right. It's like pure honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells really sweet.
It looks very similar to Dendrobium arrogatum or Lilium.
Agregatum,
Yes.
thank you. That's why I call them Ingrecum.
But then the arrogatum has a lot smaller flowers. It is brighter in color, and it also doesn't last as long. The arrogatum only lasts maybe 7 to 10 days,
I hate
whereas
that.
these guys is about 3 weeks.
Oh wow, that's even better. Yeah, because my Agregatum, they all bloomed, but now the blooms are gone. But do you know what I noticed this morning that is filled with buds? You remember what you gave me for my birthday? The Dendrobium.
The Dendrobium unicum.
Thank you. I was trying to remember the name, and I'm like, oh my God, I was trying to talk about it now. I go, hopefully T will remember. It is filled with buds. I was looking at, what is this?
Very happy.
The cane is full of buds, so I'm so excited to see
It
it.
actually does have a fragrance, but only on a certain specific time of the day. I think it's in the evening.
Oh, okay. I love orchids that smell in the evening because I don't have many like that. And I do visit my greenhouse all the time at night.
Yes.
And, unless I have a Brassavola or a queen of the night, that's when I smell a fragrance. So I'm happy. These are beautiful. These little yellow ones. Little fat girls. I love their labellums.
Chinese path.
They're beautiful. My paths, I'm so proud of them. They do so well with me.
Aww.
And people were telling me, oh, don't even bother in Miami. They don't do well.
No, it's depending on the variety that you get. Not all of them will not do well. Typically, the complex type, the bulldog, large flower type, are the ones that need a critical lower temperature in order to spike nicely and reliably.
Maybe that's why the bulldogs don't do well with me. But that's not true because the one that you gave me has
actually rebloomed.
Yes,
Yeah.
I rebloomed it and it's looking beautiful. The leaves are awesome.
Yes.
So maybe it's just a spot I haven't.
Yes. So one of the key or like the tip to grow them in a warmer climate would be find a shady spot with lots of humidity. That would help you rebloom the bulldog or the complex type.
So guys, when you buy a bulldog path, just think of it as a shady path. Oh my God. These are like the stars of the show today, the maxillarias. I can smell them everywhere. The Yamadas and the regular maxillaria.
Yes.
My Yamada is doing wonderfully, blooming when I put it out in my screen house, but my maxillaria, I had it in my work area. No blooms yet, so I put it back out.
Yes.
So we're gonna see.
It needs a little bit of a brighter light to initiate spike.
I noticed that right away. As soon as I put the Yamada, it busted out. So I said, all right, let me bring out the other one.
And this is a Cycopsis mariposa, which is a sequential bloomer.
You know,
Also
this is one of my favorite ones, but I just can't keep them. I don't know why. For years I've tried. I bought so many. They do good for a while. They bloom and then they melt away. So I have one left, and I put it in my quick tent, and so far so good.
You do great.
Thank you. And these are also very awesome. I just got one of these, the Nobile. Now, T, how do you call these? Nobile or Nobile?
So yeah, there are many ways of calling it. To be honest, I've never really looked up of what is the correct way of pronouncing that until somebody correct me or.
I got corrected, but then I asked a master, and the master goes, "No, it's a master of dendrobiums," and he says, "No, it's Nobile."
Yeah,
so I'm like,
call
okay.
them Nobile.
Yeah, that's what I call them. We're gonna stick to that.
Yeah, until somebody corrects us.
We'll correct them. All right, my love. Let me go next door. Who's next door? And this is Marguerite.
Finally found a Tempensis.
Oh, so you got a Tempensis.
Yes.
Mine is in full bloom right now.
Really?
And I bought it so tiny. I've had it for about
Like
5
this?
years.
Like this size?
Even tinier.
Really?
Yeah, that's a very, very good size.
Yeah.
And this is a Florida native.
Yeah.
Which is very dear to my heart.
I'm excited to have it.
Oh, and you already
Very
have it
excited
in
to
a
have-
spike.
Yes.
So Marguerite, are you a volunteer here?
I'm a volunteer, yes.
And Marguerite was so sweet to reach out to me and invite me over to the garden and be part of this amazing first year inaugural.
I'm a big fan because I
Thank
learned
you.
so much from your channel.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
I told them we have to get Nelson. I didn't know you were going to answer. I was like, it's too busy. Miami Beach is too far.
I'm pretty good about that. I'm pretty good about that. I was very honored because this place has so much history for me.
Yeah.
When I was much younger, I lived so close by. I was always here.
Yeah.
And so after I moved out to the ranch, it's been like 7 years that I've been to the beach. Period.
I know. I heard you say that.
Oh,
Wow.
it feels great
It's a
being
long
here.
time. Oh, good. I'm glad.
Even the air smells different.
Yes, it does. It does. A little salt tinge.
Yes. And this is Orchid Eros.
Card for you.
Orchid Eros, another staple place, nursery that you've seen at a lot of shows. I don't like to get in people's way when they're shopping. Oh my God, these are beautiful. Guys, I don't own one of these. I almost bought one a while back, and here, in case you guys want to reach out to them, it's great that they have their banners. Makes it much easier for me. I don't have to be putting all the information down. But this is what's great. When you come here, you can look at all these and say, okay, I want to get this because I want to see what this looks like with this. Now, these mostly are crossed with the same.
Oh, the Digby.
But sometimes they do cross them with different ones. See? And you could actually take one home. They're only 25 bucks, guys. These things get big very fast. I'm trying to, there we go. My phone, when it gets hot, it doesn't act very well. So, and it is pretty hot today. Even though it's breezy, it is pretty hot. So if you want to just try out something and see what kind of flower you get, these are the best. I have gotten a couple of these and I've bloomed them, and oh my god, it's always a pleasant surprise. And these are so healthy. $20. Look, you get this cross, 20 bucks. It's not breaking the bank. Oh, look at this, how cute. It has the Florida Timpanzees. Orchid Jungle Dale has an AM award. AM just means Award of Merit from the American Orchid Society.
Okay, perfect.
Ooh, the little cart's filling up. Now this is Mac Orchids. And Mac has super cool grammatophyllums. Look, always carries these massively big grammatophyllums. He's usually here with his dad. Oh, I got one of these. Look at it in bloom. This is so cool here. Let me turn on my light because it's kind of dark in here. Oh wow. Look at the size of that. Now these are pretty pricey. Let me see what he's selling them at. These are $95. Actually, this is a very good price. And they get super big, as you can see in that photo. My light wasn't on. No wonder. I was like, a light's not doing too much. There we go. Now you can really see it.
What is this called? This is amazing.
Let's go here around. I'm so happy that even though it's their first year, you know, when they do a first year show, since not a lot of people are familiar, it's really pretty. It doesn't fill up as much as, you know, the more longer standing shows. But there's a lot of people here today, and I'm loving it. So guys, if you didn't make it to this one, try to do next year. Just call the Botanical Garden, say that you saw it on my channel, that you are interested in attending next year. And if you're a vendor and you're watching, you know, give them a call ahead of time so you can lock a spot in here. Because that's how these shows start, and they just get bigger and bigger and better. Especially here in Florida, it's just a perfect spot. So here, a perfect example of what I was telling you about the roots. You see how they grow up? They're getting away from the moisture. I mean, orchids, all you have to do is learn their language and they speak to you. And once you learn their language, you know exactly what they desire.
Where's the tiger? Is there any
I had no luck with these, and finally I'm getting them to come back. I lost everything. And when I mean everything, it's like everything. It was too much water. I was like, okay, maybe a little water today, and I realized no, they just don't like the water. So what I do is I don't really water it as much. I only let the water that sprays from the neighboring orchids onto it. And I did place it inside my greenhouse instead of having it in full sun. And unbeknownst to me, both of the ones that I thought were dead are growing new shoots, and they look so healthy. So you see, never give up, because you may just learn. When you think you're done, you will learn. It's getting noisy. This is very pretty. Now these are the Nobiles we were talking about, but actually not Noble. Why am I talking about Nobiles? Here you go. Very pretty. The smiley, real nice out there. Or smiley. How much are these? Oh, $35. Wow, they've gone down. These have gone down a lot.
And like I'm going to tell you, this will take full sun for 5 or 6 hours a day. But if you put that in it right now, it would hurt.
Marguerite, you're shopping too much.
Look at this, how beautiful.
Oh wow, that's an Encyclia what? It's the same one as this one?
This one, yeah.
Yeah, that's very pretty. And I love the fact that it already comes in the little vase.
Me too.
I call those plug and play orchids.
Yeah, that's a good name for them.
They're easy peasy. Está preciosa, and it's already established, so you don't have to go through the whole, acclimation period.
I'm trying to find stuff that I don't see too often. So, excited.
Look at this. I actually own one of these.
Okay.
These are fun colors. Look up. Hi. This is like fun.
We are sportswear,
Comfort wear, art wear, everywhere. So
Everywhere.
Kind of everywhere for everything. That's what
Kawaii Universe, is that how you...
Yeah, that's how you spell it. Kawaii is cute, but universe is that we have something for everybody.
I love it.
You can actually make it from 2T to 6XL. And then this is the postal hammock.
How fun.
Look at
That
all
is
the
so
plants
pretty.
and the orchids native to Florida, Miami.
I see the tempensies right there with the little eyes.
You got it. You know, if you can personify the things that don't have a voice, I think people pay attention more.
Absolutely.
So that's what we're trying to be, the voice for nature. Special edition for Mother's Day. This is the emerald
Beautiful.
flowers.
I call that, to me, calls like Versace.
Okay.
The Versace of gardening. It's gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
That is so pretty. And who creates the artwork?
I am the designer.
Wow.
Designer, founder, producer. I'm actually an industrial designer. So anything that you can imagine that you would like produced or designed is possible.
Very
It's
nice.
just up to the imagination. Even this bikini is a reuse of our t-shirt. We actually took our t-shirt.
So you're upcycling your own stuff.
Upcycling our own things and really just
How
taking
pretty.
the cake when it comes to color
I'm
and
sure
quality.
kids, look, they're all like gravitating towards it. Kids must
And
love
family friendly. You're welcome to take a look.
this. Look how cute, guys. If you have a son or a daughter, look how pretty this is. Oh, so nice. See, there's always someone out there to create something new and different that flows so well in the orchid world, and it doesn't have to necessarily be an orchid. It could be something this creative and this unique. What a nice young lady. Oh, and a little more serious. You guys don't want something with too much color. Very nice. So if you want to check them out, KawaiiUniverse.com.
And then all the orchids. Yeah, state tree of Florida, and then all the butterflies.
Beautiful. Let's take a little walk here. Let's see. We're in 44 minutes. I don't want to go over an hour. Oh, they're here. This is where I bought my poster. I did cover them last time, so I won't cover them now. I'm trying to cover people I haven't covered before, even though it's hard to do that. And there's my friend Wendy. She's very concentrated in her sales. Wait until she sees I'm wearing her shirt. By the way, if you guys were wondering where I got this super cool shirt, it's from here. Oh, those koi fish. Oh, this is so pretty.
I think I'll get the small one only because what my fear would be is that I'll break it. I don't need
So Wendy's company does all these beautiful topiaries. She also has these awesome gift bags.
I am the anti-first person. I never had to
And her trademark pots where you can fill with water. And see, here's your shirt. That's where I got my shirt. She has them in all sizes and in different colors. She has them black and white, gray, I believe, too. Very nice. Insignia Orchid Jungle. I have this one as well. It's right now in full bloom. I really got to show you guys what's in bloom. It's just that because it was such a mess. If you would have seen the mess, I'm not going to bother her now because she is busy. If you guys love honey, there's always this wonderful scent. They will be at, ooh, whipped honey. Look at this. That sounds really good. I would put that on ice cream. Beeswax. Cool soaps. And here's the information if you guys want to check them out. So guys, this is where they have their show, their exhibit. You can see they've already placed ribbons. Oh, I got one of these. The dwarf Grammatophyllum scriptum from my buddy Mike over at Tangled Roots. He gave me one for my birthday, and it's about to start. It already has the buds. This is beautiful. This is a Corduzera. Oh, this is is gorgeous. This looks like the ones that I just got, but in mini. Look how small they are.
That's gorgeous.
And look, it's got a special award. Absolutely gorgeous. Guys, if you're down here, I encourage you, you have to try this garden for a day. You will not be disappointed. I wish I can show you everything, but you know, we're focused more today on the orchids. I will come back if you want me to. I will do a whole show on this garden. So leave it in the comment section. If it's something you want to see, I will come back and I will film. It would be a great pleasure. Look how cute. This is so adorable. Trying to see if I can get them to look up. Oh my God, look how beautiful this is. This is, I have to get the name of this. Oh, I gotta get one of these. Absolutely beautiful. All right, guys. Let's go to this side. I didn't capture these. Look at these, how cute. Look how tiny. All right, guys, I have the pleasure to interview Jeannette Dorfman. Is that how you pronounce your last name? And tell us a little bit about yourself and the mission to the garden as well as the society, and how you came about and how you see the future of the society.
So I was recruited by a former past president who's also one of the sponsors of this show, Danny Spring, and we started volunteering at the Botanical Garden. My joke is that I practice garden law. I'm like a lawyer.
You're the park lawyer?
I fell in love with plants. I probably should have majored in horticulture. But slowly but surely I got more involved with the Botanical Garden, and we've evolved to a much larger organization, and we are about to embark in a new phase of our organization. So 5 years ago we were birthed by the Miami Beach Garden Club, and then about I think 15 years ago we were renovated by Raymond Jungles, and we're about to embark on, we just got a geo bond of $6 million and we're hoping to match it. So if anyone wants to help us match our
please.
our
I always tell people
goal.
Volunteerism is a great thing, and so is fun donations and fundraisers.
Yes, because botanical gardens in general are scientific in nature, so it's very important for us, especially as we remodel and try to build, and meet the demands of the people and the public around us, that, we are educational, we're accessible, that we are a place where you can, like a refuge from the city. Because remember, we are 3 acres in the middle of Miami Beach, and some people believe that a botanical garden has to be 300 acres.
Right.
And I think that that's not a reality. I know I tour botanical gardens all around the world, and I want to take away, what can I do in my own backyard?
Exactly.
How can I make this happen? How can I make this grow? And that's like, that's what we want to teach, and that's the message we want to share with the rest of Miami Beach, the people around us, that you can make your place beautiful, learn where your food comes from. We'll show you how to grow it. we'll take your garbage and make it into dirt. We have a compost center here. We just opened one up in North Beach. I think we're going to open up our third compost center.
Now, I'm sorry to interrupt. You have activities here in the park as well, don't you?
Oh, tons of activities. We do forest bathing. I think we're going to start doing working with people with sensory needs. So we're all walks of life, whether
when you mean sensory needs, would that be like autism?
Yes, autism.
That is awesome.
Yes,
that is a great program.
And we're going to create a garden that is actually like on tables, so people that are aren't let's say they're walking in a wheelchair or have mobility issues, because not everybody, because I know when I started the botanical, I'm on my hands and knees and but not everybody can do that. So we want to teach all methods in
That's
gardening.
Beautiful.
Whether you're you are a tabletop gardener, or you want to work at this level, or maybe you want to get into the pond and we can teach you how to
And children, and by the most part, all children, they love to feel and touch and
so now we have
be
brought
part
back
of it.
we have brought back family events, and that's ground zero for us, because we're creating a whole entire society that wants to live digitally. So we have so many activities that involve children, and especially the family day, it allows families to gather and and to enjoy the space and together.
I'm a huge advocate of education, especially when it comes to children. And as we were speaking before, I love to keep things on a very positive level. And I always find that anything that involves botanical gardening, it's so positive, and it's almost like medicine to the soul.
Yes.
So why not start with the children?
Right.
So they can grow up and continue, and they can pass that on the way that I was taught when I was a child.
Right. So I can tell you that almost every time we're here, because we don't charge enormous fees, and I think we used to be free. I don't know, don't count me on the fees, but we have schools, troops and children coming here like daily. Like I think I saw 3 schools here yesterday.
That's amazing.
Because remember, like as opposed to other botanical gardens, we're free. So you don't have to have a $25 membership or pay $30 to walk in somewhere. We are free, we're accessible, and schools enjoy us, and we're easy to walk around and take through. So we always have children. I mean, I'm an educator. My first career was an educator, so I always look at everything from an education perspective.
Me too.
And I have children of myself, and I want to make sure that that sometimes you're worried that botanical gardens are fussy, and you see the members and they're of a different generation, but you want to make sure that knowledge is never lost.
Oh yeah.
You want to make sure that you're growing the future, you're teaching the future. Like this is why it's important to live environmentally, in a certain way.
It'll keep the legacy growing,
Yeah.
for futures to come. Now, the society, the Orchid Society, tell me a little bit about that. When did that start?
So I think I my vision was, listen, I was a member of all societies all over, and I just got tired of driving to Fairchild for shows and Palm Beach for shows, and my background, I'm born and raised in Miami Beach. I went to Beach High, go High Tides.
Oh yes. When I was a kid, I'm Miami High, but I wanted to go to Beach High so bad. As a kid, you're like, that is so cool. You're on the beach.
You get to say you go to Beach High. That's like saying, yeah.
On your break, you can just cross the street and go to the beach.
Yes. And all you Beach High guys, we need you more involved.
Yes.
So the question is, well, I got involved because for example, if you go on the Palm Beach city's website and they brag about their garden, they've got like 9 plant societies. I think that Fairchild has like 12 plant societies.
They do. And I'm familiar with the Palm Beach societies.
So, and especially to have and you have so many orchid societies that meet like in auditoriums and office buildings. To have a space like this that's not, utilized, especially because we meet in the evenings, because it's a whole different audience, So I always call orchids the gateway drug.
It totally is.
Because everyone gets, they pick up an orchid at Publix or Trader Joe's, or they, or they're given something and they want to know. So what we do is every 4th Wednesday of every month, we have a free Orchid RX clinic to the public. You don't have to become a member, even though our memberships are low. So if you have a problem with your orchid, if you have a question about your orchid, you come at 6:30 and we will diagnose it for you. If you want to stay, the first meeting's free. You can become a member. It's $30. But my main motivation was to create a group of people that, learns about orchids together. And our group is young, but
how many members so far?
I would say 30. But
I mean, that's good for a young group.
In my first meeting, I had 50 people registered. There's definitely a need in Miami Beach for that because we've had such great response.
You're probably the only ones in Miami Beach that have this organization, as far as I know. I don't know any
trust me, I searched wide and far for
and
shows.
you're the only ones.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great. You're pretty much the pioneers of that right now. And
I mean, but I want us to have that. I want an Orchid Society. I want a Palm Society, and people come. You know, depending on your passion, let's cultivate it. Let's learn together. Let's all move forward together.
You know, I always say that. Together we grow bigger.
Oh, for sure. That's what I tell them. I go, when one person moves forward, you know, we all move forward together.
Absolutely.
And then look, it's
I'm making that a T-shirt.
Oh, okay.
I'm making that a T-shirt.
It's true. You know, like you teach one person and they start putting orchids on their trees and making Miami Beach more beautiful. Your neighbors want to do it. They want to know how you did it.
Absolutely.
If you want to learn how to do it, come here. We're in education. You know, we're here to teach, and we have so many beginners. And
where do you see the future of this Orchid Society and this beautiful orchid festival?
So I think the future of botanical gardens is this. It's accessible. You know, if you want to come, like people that jump off cruises and they only have 3-4 hours to spend, they come here. You know, like we have all the heavy hitters. If you want to see the rainbow eucalyptus, it's right there. If you want to see the lang lang tree, it's right there. If you want to see our crazy, ridiculous, awesome orchid collection, it's right here. And it's, you know, so my future is obviously, like, if you can't grow out, you grow up. So, you know, keep, build, I want more aroids, I want more palm trees, I want more orchids, I want more of everything, and I want to teach everyone how to do it, how to get it, and make Miami Beach more, beautiful. And then remember, Miami Beach is different than everybody else. We are basically floating on limestone. So we can't be dumping phosphorus into the ground because it's, it's porous.
Absolutely.
We can't be dumping, chemicals into the ground because we're killing our pollinators. So, we are also teaching people how to, to rethink things, like you don't have to have a giant field of grass.
Which, by the way, you guys have so many pollinators here. Since I walked in, all I see is butterflies and bees.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
So many. It's
I walk
amazing.
In and I'm like,
yes, I love it.
But,
I love it.
But that's, so our lead horticulturalist is, I don't know if she's, well, a lot of them are members of the Florida Native Plant Society. So, kind of like the Atala, most people don't know what a comeback story that is. Like, so when we needed to figure out City of Miami Beach was building plants, we're like, yeah, we want the cooties, we got, and now if you come, you see this rare butterfly that was on the verge of extinction, like you're walking through our path.
It is amazing here.
It's super enjoyable.
What I'm gonna do is,
and we don't lock them up. We don't lock up our butter. They're free.
That's right. We're the ones who get locked up.
This is my.
See, you showed yourself. Now you have to be in camera.
This is the person that helped make my dreams come true.
She's amazing.
Yeah. So he supported me. The garden supported me. In creating this vision. We knocked it out of the park, you guys.
Now you must say what your title is here because people are going to wonder.
I'm basically events coordinator.
He has a small title.
He's the director and he's the bride whisperer. People have given him, yeah. So
he's a guru.
But Amy is here.
Oh, she is? Oh,
she is. So I want to introduce you.
Oh,
yes.
She's the director, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
She's right up.
Yeah, grab
absolutely.
So Amy was working for the Underline. Amy has a huge amount of experience working with nonprofits, and I was kind of like talking to her, and during our conversation she goes, I'm a recovering attorney, I love plants. I'm like, stop it, that's me. I'm like kiss me. I'm like, stop. And so I kept
twin souls.
Yes, I kept on texting her. I'm like, come on the board, do this. And I go, this is what I want. This is the future. And she's got like young kids, and I'm like, oh my god, I want a first family of
Oh, that's awesome.
And she works tirelessly. All our staff work tirelessly, and she is the person that's going to lead us.
I'm glad she's here because I thought that she wasn't going to be here by the time I left.
She's a hard worker. Everyone here, no one's getting rich here. We're all working here endlessly for our passion and to make Miami Beach more beautiful and to teach people, this is what you can do in limited space,
All right, so let's wait for her. We'll be right back. All right, guys, so here we have the pleasure of, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Amy Rosenberg, and I'm the CEO of the Miami Beach Botanical Garden.
And how long have you been working with the gardens?
Oh my goodness, I've been here for about 7 months, 7 wonderful months.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
I've been coming to this garden since I was a young boy. That was a long time ago. and I ended up moving to the Redlands, and I haven't been here in 7 years.
Oh, welcome back.
So it feels amazing to be here, amazing to meet you as well, and to get some wonderful information for my viewers on the mission of the gardens, where you see this moving forward, and how you see the Orchid Society working with the actual gardens in the future.
The Miami Beach Botanical Garden is really a sanctuary in the middle of a very urban area, and we welcome people here of all ages to experience what we think is the healing of nature. We have tons of programming, lots of beautiful plants, and some really stunning orchids that are in bloom all year long. And we've been incredibly grateful and thrilled to have the Orchid Society here for the last 18 months, and they've done just a remarkable job in the short time that they've been here, and they're evolving into a really important organization for the community, for the orchid community, and for the garden as well.
Now, I know that your garden has a lot of orchids on the trees, which I haven't done a tour in the garden. I'm focusing more today in the orchid show. I would love to come back and do a whole video on just your garden, which I think you have so many great features here. The orchids that are in the garden right now, how long have they been resident to this garden on the trees?
Oh my goodness. So a lot of them have been here for upwards of years. I can't even give an estimate. We have a specialist, an orchid specialist, who comes and gives them TLC every single week and puts new ones on the trees and gives us all an education, because we have some really exotic ones, and we all get very excited when they're in bloom.
And Florida's a great place to plant your orchids outdoors on trees. They do very well here, especially in Miami Beach.
Absolutely.
I mean,
we're so
the
fortunate.
humidity level here is perfect. The lighting is great. I mean, it's just a perfect spot for orchids. Now, the Orchid Society, it's called the Miami Beach Orchid Society. If anybody is interested in joining, do they reach the garden, or is there a specific place that they can call or
so the
or
Orchid
online?
Society has its own website, but if it's easier for people, we're more than happy to make an introduction through the Miami Beach Botanical Garden to the Orchid Society.
Great. Now, what are your plans in the future for the garden?
So we definitely want to have more orchids in the garden, more opportunities to see them, particularly on the banyan tree. We're looking at the 100-year-old banyan tree in the garden as a site to plant hopefully hundreds of them in the next few months. That's what we're looking at.
Now, is this going to be a collaboration of volunteers, or are you going to welcome visitors to partake in that project?
We would love volunteers to participate, and we welcome that outreach if people want to get in touch. That project is about 3 months away because we're putting the funding together, and we always welcome some help there as well.
Who knows, maybe I'll show up and volunteer for you guys. Even though I'm pretty far, but maybe I can do an extra little trip down here and be part of that, and even film it for my viewers that cannot be here.
It's going to be very special.
That would be very special. So, you know, that I love when people put things back out in nature. I mean, Fairchild has been doing it. Yes. Now you guys are doing it. So this is a wonderful project. I really like that you guys are moving forward with that.
Oh, thank you. And when I walk around the garden every day and I see how people are reacting, young and old, to the orchids, it's really
Isn't that great?
It means
like you
so
can
much.
give something so special, and it's at the reach of nature. You know, it's not something that it's unreachable. So anyways, it was a great pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for giving me your time. I know you just got here, and I basically told you it's okay, acclimate, because I got you right when you got here. But thank you so much for giving me your time.
It's been a pleasure.
Oh, and definitely I will keep in touch with you guys. I am very interested in coming back and not just filming the garden, but actually being part of that project.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, my dear.
Really appreciate you.
I will see you next time then.
Bye.
guys, that is it. That is the end of today's episode. This was quite the experience, way better than I even imagined. Beautiful people, beautiful event, beautiful environment, and I gotta tell you, I can't wait to come back. I want to show you guys the park, more details on the park, maybe someday, maybe in the next event. I definitely want to come back to do that banyan project with all the orchids on the trees. I think that's going to be wonderful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much, especially to you viewers. This whole month, I've had a nice influx of donations. That really helps to do this, because this costs money. It costs money to come to the park. It costs money for gas. It costs money to park, in the city parking. So all that money that you guys donate, I use it right back in the channel. I find it's a great investment. So for you that have donated, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Very generous of you. And I know that in these hard times, to do that, it's even more heartfelt. So thank you. I love you all. Donations or not, I love you all. You guys have kept this channel for 3 years running beautifully, and I have so much more to bring you. So I'm looking forward to it, just like this park. I'm looking forward to bringing you way more stuff. So until then, I am Nelson. You've been watching Nature Now. And remember, always, keep it green. See you next time.